Welcome back, my dear grade 3 students. Get ready for another social studies video lesson for grade 3. For this week, we will be having the fourth lesson in Unit 4, Making a Difference. This lesson can be found in your student book, pages 85 to 87, while its activities can be found on your activity book, pages 56 to 57. Please prepare the usual materials that we need. Of course, your student book, with your activity book, and a pencil. Make sure you have prepared these materials before you continue watching. But before we continue, let us first have the answer key to your activity last week on your activity book, page 54 to 55. Activity book, page 54. On this page, you were asked to interview a partner. This is a sample answer. The person I interviewed is Sarah. The first question I asked Sarah is, which of your characteristics make you a good citizen? Sarah's answer, respectful, polite, and hardworking. Second question, in what ways are you a good citizen? Sarah's answers, I listen to my teachers and follow school rules. I obey my parents and the elderly. And I respect the properties of others. Third question, name an adult who is an excellent citizen. Sarah gave me two names, Omar and Munira. Omar and Munira are Sarah's parents. When I asked Sarah, why do you think this person or persons are excellent citizens? Her answer, they are responsible not only as parents but as employees in their respective companies. Next page, activity book, page 55. On this page, you are asked to name a relative and write why you think this relative of yours is a good citizen. Now, there are no correct or wrong answers in this activity. For as long as your relative possesses the characteristics of a good citizen, your answers are all correct. Now let's start the lesson. Once again, the title of the lesson for this week is Making a Difference. I want you to turn your student book to page 85. Here are our lesson objectives. Identify historic figures who have exemplified good citizenship. Identify examples of non-profit organizations and explain how they serve the common good. And identify heroic deeds of national. Before we continue, let us first discuss our vocabulary words. The first word is the nations. When we say the nations, we mean gifts, usually in the form of money. Next word, we have epidemic. This word means breakout of disease. Once again, the nations, epidemic. Excellent. Now let's start. I have here a picture of a very familiar logo. I think most of you recognize this logo. This is the logo of the Red Crescent Society. Red Crescent Society is an organization that aims to make a difference not only in Saudi Arabia, but all around the world. Once again, Red Crescent Society is a part of a large organization that aims to protect human lives all around the world. They rely on donations to achieve their goals. The money they receive helps reduce human sufferings. The Red Crescent Society also help after natural disasters, accidents, and in epidemics. In Saudi Arabia, the Red Crescent Society has its headquarters in Riyadh. They operate health clinics during Hajj, which provide first aid to pilgrims. They also have vehicles to transport emergency cases to the nearest medical center. Now, before we move on to the next page, here is another set of vocabulary words. We have heroic deed, which means an action that protects a belief or idea. Another word, which you are probably familiar with, is hero, a brave person whom others admire. On page 86, we will get to know several heroes during the past, our heroes or brave people. Many men and women have made a difference by performing heroic deeds. Heroic deeds are actions that protect what they believe in. Heroes are brave people who act with courage. Long time ago in the Battle of Uhud, this battle obviously took place in Mount Uhud. During this battle, a lot of heroes were recognized. Prophet Muhammad and many Muslim men took part in battles to protect Islam. Many brave women cooked food for them and nursed the wounded. Nusayba was one of the women who supplied the Muslim soldiers the food and water. When the enemy attacked the Prophet, peace be upon him, his companions surrounded him to protect him. When Nusayba saw this, she picked up her son's bow and arrow and bravely protected the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him. Even though she was wounded in this battle, she continued to fight courageously and did not give up or run away. Once again, before you turn your book on page 87, let us discuss the last set of vocabulary words. We have determination, which means a firm will to succeed, and refugee, which means someone who is forced to leave their home country because they are in danger. Once again, determination, refugee. Many of you are familiar with this flag, and yes, this is the Palestinian flag. The people of Palestine have been fighting for their freedom for more than 60 years. Let us talk about the freedom of Palestinian people. Again, people of Palestine have been fighting for their freedom for a long time, for more than 60 years. Yasser Arafat, who was awarded the Nobel Peace Prize for courage and determination, fought for their freedom until he died. He is also known because he was one of the founder of the Fatah Movement. Now, what is Fatah Movement? The Fatah Movement. This organization helps thousands of Palestinian refugees. Refugees left Palestine when they were in danger. They fled to Jordan, Egypt, Syria, and Lebanon. This movement provides shelter, food, and medical supplies of these refugees. Now, before we talk about the self-practice part, how do you think can you make a difference? Do you think you can make a difference? Of course you can. Each of us can make a difference if we only try. For your self-practice, answer activity book pages 56 to 57. And once again, don't forget to subscribe to our school's YouTube channel, New Vision International School. So, thank you everyone for listening. See you again in the next video.